Joulz is an industry leader in complex, medium and high voltage infrastructure solutions in the Netherlands and abroad. Joulz, blazing a trail together towards tomorrow's power infrastructure. As an independent unit within the Eneco Group, Joulz helps network operators, energy generators and commercial customers with their energy transition challenges. Eneco, in cooperation with Mitsubishi Corporation, is developing the Eneco Luchterduinen wind farm. 23 kilometers off the Dutch coast, near Noordwijk and Zandvoort. By the end of 2015, the 43 wind turbines will generate green power for nearly 150,000 households. Joulz is responsible for both the design and construction of the onshore energy infrastructure. The 150 kilovolt power cable is routed from the beach in Noordwijk and travels a distance of 8 kilometers to the Tennet substation in Sassenheim. The cable runs entirely underground, and 80% of its length is installed by means of subterranean drilling. The onshore infrastructure is largely fixed at a depth of between 20 and 25 meters and is installed by means of underground drilling. These operations are performed with the aid of a highly accurate gyro steering tool. During the pilot bore, the drilling head is pushed forward as it spins through the earth. The hollow drill head, with a diameter of 50 to 150 millimeters, is fed from the surface with a bentonite clay lubricant. The borehole remains open, allowing for the discharge of excess earth. The borehole is, on average, 1.2 to 1.5 times as large as the drill bit. This is due to the overpressure encountered as the drilling fluid comes out of the drill bit. Once complete, the drilling head is withdrawn from the tube connector and is replaced with a reamer to further enlarge the opening. This reaming action can be repeated as much as is necessary, depending on the diameter of the production pipe. The final stage of the process is the drawing of the 4 high-density polyethylene, or HDPE, tubes. These tubes are inserted into the hole by means of a pulling head. Into each tube, a 1,000 square millimeter cable is drawn, and in the 4th tube we draw 2 fiber optic cables for control and security purposes. A small portion of the 8-kilometer cable run is buried to a depth of 1.2 to 1.8 meters. By means of open excavation from the surface. From the outset, the design and construction of the land route for Luchterduinen seemed to be an exercise in tightrope walking. The explicit wish of the customer, Eneco, was that any nuisance experienced by local residents and other stakeholders would be held to an absolute minimum. Where there were no local residents or stakeholders, the overriding concerns were specific plant and animal species whose survival could absolutely not be compromised. Once the land cables are tested and approved, it is time to create the connection between land and sea cables. The coupling has to be buried beneath the sand at a depth of at least 5 meters. First, a deep pit is dug and then lined with sheet piling. Above that, a temporary concrete roof is laid, over which a tent is erected, measuring 15 by 8 meters. Inside the tent, the cables are welded together. After the necessary tests are performed, the entire structure is safely buried beneath the sand. In addition, a 150 kilovolt pass switch, GIS, is placed in the vicinity of the Tenet station. Joulz was responsible for the design, supply, laying and testing of the 150 kilovolt line and the pass switch. What's more, Eneco has assigned to Joulz the responsibility of validating, testing and placing into operation all offshore and onshore high-voltage installations, including the offshore high-voltage substation, the switches in the turbines, offshore and onshore cable connections, and the pass switch. Joulz has years of experience in working for numerous clients in various industries. This background enables us to offer an integrated approach in which we conduct all phases of the project from every relevant angle, providing the most favorable results on the total cost of ownership of your assets. We invent, build and maintain the energy solutions of tomorrow.